Alright, so here I've got my rad rover. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. My apologies. My tires are freaking bald. So I did order some new ones. I did get a flat a couple days ago and I went on Amazon. Let me get you out of the sun, direct sun. You can see, damn, it's slippery. The 45 North tires, not a huge fan. I found them a little noisy and they didn't really last that long. So if you look at the install that I did for these, you can check those out. I don't know, not a huge fan. Maxxis was really good. I ordered some new ones on Amazon that weren't super expensive and they're more road tires. So I'm hoping they're not really loud. I just don't like, especially I do mostly trail, which is paved, as you can tell, right? You guys have seen all this. And so otherwise it sounds like a beehive coming at people. So I want it to be a little bit more respectful if I can. So let's get started. I'm going to put the helmet on, so bear with me. I'm trying to get this going and hopefully this works okay. Got it through my helmet. There we go. Oh wait, let me just check the angle real quick. I'm going to have to do this again. We will try to edit this in post. Where's the screen? There we go. No, a little bit too far. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Let's do this. I'll give you some more updates too on the bike. It's slowly melting down on me. So what happened is this red button here is flaking out on me. So when I turn the bike on, this thing is also broken, so it's stuck on. This button is now jacked up, doesn't work all the time, so I have to like lean it one way or the other to try to get it to work. When I turn this on, it should just take off. No, it's not. So then I have to, I kind of have to help it in a weird way, and then it stops. Or hold it, if I hold it in. It just doesn't behave well. So, yeah, that part's a little lame. Try to adjust the mic here a little bit so my mic is better. On some of my earlier videos, somebody commented like, hey, you should get a mic. Thing too, coming into dark tunnels when it's sunny, be really careful, because you could definitely just nail someone from behind if they're walking. Thank you, Kobe, for that wonderful tip. You're welcome. Try to get this adjusted. So yeah, we've had a lot of activity lately. I've been super busy. I'm going to try to not go full speed. Oh, somebody, hey, what's going on, man? Oh, cool. I don't know that brand of e-bike. He's doing full speed. Anyway, I see way more e-bikes now. If you look at my videos when I first started this in 2016, you'll see not that many. So I'm prepping, we're starting to prep to move out of the house and into the van, so that's happening. So you gotta stay tuned for that. I returned the fare car, and so that happened yesterday. They use a third-party service. They came and they had one car on a flatbed, another one they were towing mine from behind, so that was kind of interesting. And so far it seems good. Now we'll see. I was going to reach out to them later today. Button. You can see it's having issues. But pedaling this thing 75 pounds by yourself is not good. But considering we're going to be attempting to live in the van, I don't want to dump any more money into this. Okay. So where was I? Yeah, the fare car. We dropped that off. That went well, and we'll see. I'll follow up and see how it closed out. I'll do a video on that. Okay, yeah, the other e-bike that I was supposed to demo. So those guys reached out to me and said, hey, the prior guy apparently rode it a little too hard and damaged the vehicle, so that when the next YouTuber got it before me, it was apparently needed some repair. So I'm still waiting to hear back a status from those guys on when I'll be expecting a bike, but there have been delays, so we'll see how that goes. And then let's see what else. Oh man, it's been busy. This morning, I'll post that video too. There was a coyote. It was really cool. He was just cruising around looking for food, birds, or whatever he eats. A coyote. Yeah. There were some Canadian geese and other guys hanging out there. This is going to be a long commute at this pace. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ah ha ha. Okay. Wow, that only took a while. Whew. Yeah, but this guy's on his last legs. I mean, I'm sure I could probably fix that, but between the battery, which has really lost a lot of its juice, and everything else, I'm definitely, I'm gonna retire this thing when I attempt to live in the van with my wife. I'm not gonna lug this thing around. The Vanagon is gonna be enough, I think, between that and getting a gym membership. So that'll be my exercise. So this thing's really saved me a ton of money. So it's been a great experiment. But yeah, on to bigger and better things, and we'll see how long the other experiment with the Vanagon works out. I've been working on that thing, learning a lot, putting videos up. You've seen some of the Vanagon videos. Put a new starter. I've got a lot of videos actually to post related to that. Installed the new starter, a new propane tank, and ordered that and installed it to a point. Then the hard gas lines didn't line up. So then I took it over to an RV place, and then they finished the install for me, which was cool. So you'll see that. Oh yeah, this is a girl's fast pitch. They filmed this on TV. This is happening all over Irvine. Interesting. So yeah, all kinds of fun and exciting things. You will definitely want to stay tuned for all that stuff, see how it pans out. My wife's a little stressed. She's a little stressed for obvious reasons. I told her, I said, well, you never know until you try. And, you know, it's good to try different things. I don't know if it's going to work, but obviously we want to do this for the rest of our lives, but I want to try it as long as we can. We would save money, even more money, over $2,000 is what I'm estimating right now. Wow, that's seriously windy. I'm curious what this is going to sound like. I've got this mic with the a dead cattail thing, or whatever they call it. Not the cattail. It's a cattail. That's nothing dead about it. I don't think they call it a dead cat. I think they do. In any event, yeah. Also at work, I don't know who's doing it, but somebody's stealing lights. That's lame. So obviously I don't think it's anybody at my work. It could be. That would be really strange. I mean, not at my work. I work in one of those things where there's a bunch of companies there. So I guess it could be, but there aren't any, you know, like schools or anything really nearby. So it's really difficult to understand who would want to bother. These lights really don't cost that much. I don't think you can resell them or anything. It's more like just to be annoying, I guess. I don't know. But this is it. We're right in summertime here in Southern California. We're in Irvine here. Right along this path over this way is Jamboree. Those are those hangars. If you look on Google Maps and zoom in, you'll see those hangars from World War II, I believe. Oh shit. Oh god, the guy just lost his nice. Oh, that sucks. It's down there somewhere. That dude's board just went down. I mean, I'm laughing, I shouldn't, but I guess he could walk down. Oh man, he's gonna get wet. No matter how he could climb down. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, yeah, actually the Corvette premiere, the mid-engine Corvette, I believe they did that there in those hangars. They do that from time to time. I think there was a couple of other events with cars, maybe Tesla, I believe, and I think there was an American Idol thing they did there one time. Here, oh, we'll get you an update over here. I hope that's hard to do this with one hand. I should probably use two. I'm trying to keep the mic at a certain distance. But they're yeah, we'll go up here. They're still working on this thing. And see, there's a bridge that I didn't recognize, but maybe it's always been there. But they're finishing this up, and I believe they're going to continue that path and pave it in. And it looks like they're doing some grading there of that area as well. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, weird. So I was going to tell you. Yeah, okay. I think I was interrupted early on when I was talking about the tire. So I tried that different technique where instead of removing the wheel completely, I just kind of laid it on the side. I popped out the wheel like about an inch, just enough so I could feed the tube itself kind of out flat. And that worked. Actually, that was easier. So that's good. But definitely, I don't see how with these heavy e-bikes, and maybe it's just my Rad Rover, the 2016 that I'm riding here, but it's not easy to change the tire. I'm sorry, it was not. This one, the rear hub is so stiff. Oh, rabbit. Oh, that's cool. The rear hub is so tightly, you know, just like jammed in there. I need a hammer to hit the damn thing out. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody's gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't do that, all this other stuff. But I had to. So what can I tell you? There we go. It felt good. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Those are all my updates. Oh, other than, funny story, so I notice in the morning I have a flat tire, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. So I go immediately to Lyft, and I order a lift, and then while I'm waiting for the lift, I go to Amazon, I order the tires and the tube, and then do next day upgrade. And it's so cool when you think, wow, to be able to just solve all your problems just by, like, within about 3 minutes. I was able to solve the problem. The problem, though, further was the tire didn't show up. The tires did not show up next day like I had ordered. And so I kind of got screwed on that. I don't know if that's happened to you before, where you order something and you swear the Prime badge is on there, and even the scheduling shows you, but then after it's been submitted, they're like, yeah, actually that's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a lower quality service coming from New Jersey, and apparently ground, so that just sucks all the way around. That's a lot of complaining. It's one thing I noticed. My wife always tells me, you shouldn't complain so much. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's the reality. Sometimes you have to. I don't know, it's hard to describe a negative event in a positive way. I guess you could say, well, I had a challenge, right? Okay, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. I will save you guys and spare you from more, and we'll let you go. That's all I had for now. Again, stay tuned. You're going to start to see more stuff about van life. You're going to see a lot more on that subject. You're going to see more Vanagon stuff and other videos so related to that subject therein. So thank you for watching and subscribing, hopefully. Take care. Y'all have a good day. Bye.